Overall energy and focus of the reading is the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. Really good positive energy. That does look like you guys are going to be getting a good reading, Sagittarius, because Scorpio and Libra just got some slightly less positive readings, but whoever you're dealing with or whatever situation you're dealing with seems to be moving in the right direction and making the progress that we want to see. There is a kind of more general message there as well, Sagittarius, with this Seven of Pentacles energy, that there may actually be more options available to you than you realize at the moment as it relates to love. It was 111 on the phone. There may be something as well that's kind of like right under your nose, so there could actually be someone around you that is interested in you that you don't see, that is also a good match for you. So there may be some literal like buried treasure. The focus here with that Eight of Wands is on communication, and particularly with the attached to the Seven of Pentacles is where is the situation going in the long term in a positive manner. The advice here is the King of Cups, Scorpio energy, and then we've got the Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy. So a lot of romance going on for you guys, Saggy, with someone here, because we've got the exact pair and it's the water element. There's a specific focus there on the romantic element of it. Do people still do that? The Eight of Wands here as well, there may be an actual focus on communication. What it gave me was like a love letter, but then I was thinking, do people like physically write letters? But someone here it may not be like necessarily a letter, it could be something like a song. So if you're dealing with a musician, you may be kind of acting as like their muse, but there is potentially something there around romance that is kind of written down for you, so maybe you do get a particularly nice message. The block or the challenge here is the Ace of Cups and the Sun card. So for some of you may not have seen the potential in this person or the situation. I may potentially actually be looking, because of the Ace of Cups and the Sun card here, I may be looking at a very new connection or something that is revived, because there's a kind of feeling here of like something just appearing and it working and it being good. But with the Ace of Cups here, because of that Seven of Pentacles, and where I said at the start of the reading, some of you Saggies will have more options available to you around you than you kind of realize at the moment. With that Ace of Cups, maybe some of you had like a bad breakup, or could have been dealing potentially with a situation that we weren't sure was going to work out, but here it is working out, Sagittarius. Let's see what their intentions are. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, doing the right thing by you, it does seem. Also as well with that Knight of Pentacles energy is quite daunting, where they're physically attending to you in some way, or they're like, or really interested in sort of what you need at the moment to feel good or to feel secure. So that Knight of Pentacles energy is someone who is really trying to make sure that you sort of trust them, you feel at ease with them in the situation. We've got the Magician. So I do like that this person is quite simple, easygoing. What I mean by that, they're not complicated, very direct. They say what they mean. So if they're saying what they mean, then there's no misunderstandings or anything like that. There is something really refreshing about this. So I don't know if it's just that you're used to dealing with very complex or complicated people who say one thing and do another, or if this person previously has been a bit harder to work out and now they're being sort of very direct in their communication and their actions and what they want and what they need. because there's literally just a focus here on romance and happiness. Their actions, we've got Temperance, Sagittarius energy. We've got the Chariot as well, Cancerian energy. I do really like the combination of these two with everything else that's on the table, because it's kind of like, what do you need? And they're seeing it like, okay, then I will deliver that. Particularly if there's been more bumps in the road as it relates to love in general, or with this person previously. With the energy of Sagittarius here, everything is starting to come together and everything is starting to work out. You've definitely either been through a more rough romantic experience recently with someone else or with this person. There's quite a bit here focused on sort of attending to you, making sure you're okay, and making sure that you feel comfortable with them. So that would then kind of indicate that there must have been something that is putting them in the energy where they're sort of acting in that kind of manner. They're kind of in like a nurse mode to a degree, something like that. But here with the Magician as well, being very forthcoming with what they're feeling towards you and what they're wanting. And we've got again a start to something here with the Magician, because it's a number one. Where is the energy then going? Where is the situation then going? There may actually be a trip or something that the two of you could potentially be taking at the moment. We've got the Three of Swords. We've got the Four of Wands. And we've got the Moon card. So whatever's been standing in the way of this Four of Wands energy, either something in the connection with this person previously or some past emotional kind of baggage and trauma, seems to be being healed, because the focus with the Three of Swords here and on the Four of Wands is on trying to heal and fix things. We've got the Moon card as well, so there's maybe been some uncertainty either around this connection or love in general. But there's a positive change or development with that Seven of Pentacles, and this person is in this kind of like energy of taking care of your needs and is willing to do whatever it takes to kind of win you over and make you feel safe and secure in them and the connection, with them moving towards that Four of Wands, Saggy. So I do like that to say that. And the advice here is to recognize, it does seem, particularly because it seems you guys are getting a heavy dose of romance that is maybe being lacking lately or previously. But the advice here is to kind of recognize when a person is right or a connection is right. But it seems for some of you may have found your person, your counterpart, and that's either someone who has just come in, or there's been a kind of dramatic shift with a past person, but this is your person, Saggy. Anyway guys, that is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it and it resonated. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Remember though, it is a general reading, however, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But if you would like some specific information and answers to your own individual situations, you can check out the sale on personal readings in the description box below.